with the recent release of the Scarlet and Violet DLC Wave 1, the Teal mask, we actually got some really unexpected buffs to two specific Pokemon that are being brought back with the DLC. And I kind of wanted to really talk about those in this video, kind of talk about them from a singles aspect and from a VGC aspect, because I do think both of these Pokemon are going to be a lot better with some of the buffs they are getting. Mainly to their abilities, but we're also going to be talking about some of the moves they're also going to be getting back that make them a lot better, whether it's new TMs that are coming back or some new moves that they might end up getting. So, apart from that, those two mons are actually Shiftry and Empoleon. Now, if you guys do not know, both of these Pokemon did not get any stat changes, but they both got two different abilities. We're going to talk about it Shiftry first, but before we get into it, if you guys like these videos, leave a like, subscribe, share the video. I also apologize for the lack of content over like the last half a week to about a week. A lot of stuff you guys have been seeing have been like pre-recorded. I pre-recorded like a week or two ago, and I've been sick up until this point, so I have had pretty much no voice and that type of thing, and I've kind of felt like shit over the last half a week already, so I'm going to try to get back to recording some stuff for you guys, but if I kind of sound like shit in this video, that's kind of why I'm still kind of sick. So apart from that, the main thing that got changed with Shiftry is Early Bird got reworked. Now, this was actually a pretty much useless ability anyways. The main thing that puts people to sleep in the game nowadays is Spore. And the only other thing, if you want to really proc sleep, is like rest, like self-rest. But that's the main thing. I guess maybe Yawn is the other common thing, but Early Bird was garbage. The new ability that Shiftry got with this update is actually Wind Rider. If you guys do not know what Wind Rider does, it pretty much gives you an ability that makes you immune to like wind type moves and ice type, right? Not really ice type moves, but like certain moves, like stuff like wind type moves pretty much. So like Tailwind gives you a +1 speed boost, and it like makes you immune, or like gives you a +1 speed boost. And like moves that are like wind type moves, stuff like Heat Wave or like Wave, or wind type moves, Hurricane, Icy Wind, just to name a few. Those you're all immune to, and you get a +1 speed boost if you are hit by any of those moves. And then stuff like Tailwind gives you a +1 speed boost with this ability. So really cool ability to have for Shiftry. I think it makes it a lot better. It has base 80 speed, which is not the worst, and with a +1 speed boost from like a Tailwind or getting hit by like an Icy Wind or a Hurricane or even like a Heat Wave or something, which is huge for this mon as well because it's also a grass type. So being immune to like two of the most common moves, even like three, in I guess Rain, with Hurricane, Icy Wind, and Heat Wave, make this mod so much better because it all is moves that are really common that's dodged for super effective damage. So I don't know how much you'll really be seeing it Shiftry either in like VGC or singles for this upcoming DLC in the next few weeks, but I guess the DLC is technically already out, but like people are still first now building teams and stuff. But I do think it's a lot better, and Shiftry is one of my favorite mods, especially from Gen 3, so I'm glad to see Shiftry getting some buffs. Also, some notable moves it actually gets is actually a Fake Out. I think it's going to be pretty good. In VGC, wouldn't be too bad. Knockoff is also a returning TM, and from the move tutors or whatever, it gets Knockoff, has base 100 attack with Knockoff's pretty damn strong. And then also it has Grassy Glide, which is a brand new move it gets. So it got nerfed. Grassy Glide has now 55 base power instead of, I think, 60 or 65 or whatever it was. They nerfed it down to 55. But if you really wanted to, like, you could run like a full priority type build now with like Grassy Glide, Sucker Punch, and then maybe two other moves, which is also be pretty damn good. I think Shiftry has a lot more options right now just for like pure move pool. I really do. I just think it's a really solid mod. It could be really slept on with his new ability. And that's not even mentioning Chlorophyll. It could be pretty damn good in Sun too, which a lot of people are probably going to start experimenting with. So that'll be kind of fun to see. I do want to really use Shiftry, so if there is a team with Shiftry on it, I'll probably feature it on the channel or even make my own if I have enough time. But apart from that, hopefully you guys check out Shiftry, or at least give Shiftry a try, because I think it's a lot better. But let's talk about the next mod. They got a huge buff. Now, if you guys did not see it, but if you guys did not realize, Empoleon's hidden ability used to be Defiant, which would actually give you a +2 stat boost to your attack stat, which your attack stat's 86. So it kind of didn't really make sense with Empoleon, and up until this point, it had Defiant, but with this change, it actually, instead of Defiant now for a hidden ability, it actually has Competitive. So Competitive is pretty much the same thing, but instead of attack, if your stats are lowered in any way, you get a +2 boost to your special attack instead, which makes much more sense with this mon because it has base 111 special attack. So if you get hit by stuff like an Intimidate, I know there's teams that like to run like Leer or like Fake Tears or that type of thing. Like mainly Intimidate though, like a lot of the Intimidate mons, stuff like Gyarados, Landorus, that type of thing that are really common, especially in VGC. If you're running competitive now, you get a +2 boost, which is huge. So I do think Empoleon's is a lot better with this ability. It makes a lot more sense. I don't think it's a lot crazier though, because the only move that really is relevant that it's getting back is Roost, and I think that's more of a move that's going to be better for singles. So if you guys play Empoleon in singles, I think it's going to be a lot better, just because it gets Roost back, so you can run it as like a wall or like a setup mon or whatever you want to run with it. But as for VGC, I think the main thing that's going to be changing is competitive. But apart from that, like a lot of the moves that it's going to be getting back are a lot of the stuff that it already had. So it does not get Scald either, which a lot of people are going to be thinking it would actually get. It does not get Scald. I think the best water moves it gets is Surf and Hydro Pump. So whatever one you want to pick there is what you're going to have to run. And then I think it does get Flash Cannon, but I guess for steel moves, that's about the best thing you have. It gets a decent physical move pool as well, but apart from that, like a lot of the stuff it's getting, it's just stuff that it already had, and it's just coming back. So not really as much changed as for like Shiftry with like the moves it's getting back or like the moves it's been given. But I think it's going to be a lot more solid, especially in VGC, and gives you more of a reason to run it. The only problem with it is it's a water type that's weak to a lot of the Intimidators. It doesn't really do anything to Gyarados, if Gyarados isn't as common. And the other main Intimidator that's at least somewhat common is Landorus, which outspeeds it and is able to kill it, and usually one-shot it depending on your build. So you kind of have to rely on Terra, or at least trying to get rid of your steel typing most of the time. I think like a pure water Terra would be pretty good, or there's a few other Terras that wouldn't be too bad either, but I don't know. I'm not really sure what you would really do with Empoleon because people are still kind of experimenting and making teams, so I'm not 100% sure what you really run with it, but it seems to have potential. Maybe you run it in Trick Room. It has a low speed, 60, but I don't know. It's a water type in a game dominated by Urshifu and a bunch of other really fast mons or water types and a lot better steel types, so that's kind of the main problem. But if you guys are looking to use Empoleon, it is a lot better. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. What do you guys think of both of these changes to the abilities, Wind Rider and Competitive being on both of these mons now? I think they're both really solid buffs. I really do. I think they were really warranted. I just wish there was more changes. That is the only two changes we got, like ability-wise, to any of the mons that are returning, which is kind of sad, but it's better than nothing. I can't complain. It's better than nothing, I guess. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Leave a like, subscribe, share the video. I'm going to try to start putting some teams together. If I see any really good rental teams, I'll do some sessions for you guys. I'm still kind of in the process of recovering, and I still kind of sound like shit and stuff, so I'm not trying to like go like full ham and record like a bunch of shit in a row and completely wear out my voice. So you guys gotta bear with me. I kind of gotta get 100% before I'm able to start throwing up a shit ton of videos again. So apart from that, if you guys enjoyed, I'm gonna get out of here. Show some support to the video. I'll keep on bringing these to you guys' way. I got a bunch more stuff on the way. If you guys not want to miss it, I'm gonna get out of here. Peace out, everybody. Thanks for watching.